Okay, so here's where we left off in the last video, and I think we've reached the end of the line as far as what we can do in layout view. And now we're going to have to switch to design view and manipulate the report that way. So what I'm going to do is, look, here's the report. Here's a snapshot of the report that we're aiming for. And it can be very overwhelming, especially for a beginning student. You may not know where to begin and how to go about things. After you do those setup steps that we did in the previous video, setting the record source, dropping the fields onto the report, and very importantly adding the grouping level, then you can switch to design view. And what I like to do, and what I'm recommending that you do, is take it from the top, literally. Start at the very top of the report. We know that we have a page header, and I'm going to get the page header in place, all these components, the date, the title, the page number, and then these column headers and even the line, and I'll put those in place, and then I'll move on to the group header and just, like I said, work from the top down. I think that's always a good place to start. So I'm going to switch to design view, okay, and we already do have a page header in place, all right, and the first thing I notice is that it's too short for me to add anything or work with it properly, so I'm going to expand it by edging in on the bottom edge here of the header and pulling the mouse down. Okay? And another thing, I'll look at our snapshot again. We have company name, product type, price, and unit spaced more or less evenly apart. So let's see if we can get that together here. Product type, company name, product type, price, unit. So it looks like we have an extra product type in there. So why don't we okay, looking at this, I was going to cut it completely. We have another product type down here in the group header. So maybe what I'll do is drag and drop that down here, and we'll deal with it later. Okay, and if I had deleted it, it wouldn't be a big deal because I could always just get that label back, add a new label. Okay, now I just tried to drag and drop that, and it was a little awkward, and you'll find that to be true as well. So just don't get frustrated, just be patient and do what you can. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, I just want it to look decent. Another thing, let's see what we can do here. If I go to the Arrange tab and select Remove Layout, that'll make it a lot more manageable when you're dragging and dropping these controls around. When you create a report in layout view, it has this automatic layout which kind of makes everything stick together and less easy to move around. So you saw I went to the Arrange tab and clicked Remove Layout, and suddenly everything's a lot easier to drag and drop around. So we'll just arrange these like so. Alright, and also we notice that we have a line under them. I'll take care of that while I'm at it. And let's see, I'm on my Design tab here, and here's the line tool. So I'll just draw a line. I think if you hold down Shift, it makes it easy to draw a perfectly straight line. When you let go, it'll be perfectly straight. Okay. And you could fiddle with the thickness and all that. I won't bother in this video. And then, let's see, let's take care of this. We'll add the date in the upper left, products available up at the top, and then the page number. Okay, so let's see. How about page numbers? What do they want here? Okay, just this format, page N, and we'll go to the top of the page, not the center, but the right. Okay, that'll take care of that. And then we wanted the date over there in the upper left. Let's go ahead and add that. We're not including the time. And I think they have this format, the kind of a short format with the slashes. Okay, now what this did, this is interesting, it added a report header, which is not what we're being asked to do here. The date is in the page header with all this other stuff. So what you can do is, let's see if we can drag and drop this into the, yeah, it's in, you know what, it's in a layout. So let me go to the Arrange tab again, and I'll do Remove Layout. Okay, now I can drag and drop that, and I'll size it and all that. Okay, so if you're stuck trying to move something, go to your Arrange tab and click the Remove Layout button. So, and then I just have one more thing left here in my page header. Oh, and you know what, the report header we're not using. So even though that section was added, I can just collapse it down to nothing, and out of sight, out of mind. Okay, so then one more thing. We have, back to my Design tab, and we'll just add a label up at the top. Or you could also do this, title. That'll also add a label up at the top, and oh, it'll add it to the very top. Okay, fine, this is good practice for us. Let's change the title. It's going to be Products Available. Okay, and I know I can already tell this is in a layout that I want to get rid of, so I can drag and drop this guy down here. So I'll go to, once again, my Arrange tab, Remove Layout. Okay, now I should be able to drag and drop that guy. You know, this is happening to me because I went to draw a label on the, I have my label tool selected. It's waiting for me to draw a label. So if you don't have your white mouse cursor, your white arrow mouse cursor, you can always get it back by clicking that guy. So now, see, I'm back to normal, and I can drag and drop my label. Oh, okay. Not allowing me to drag it and drop it down there. Fine. We'll cut it and paste it. I right-clicked it, I cut it. Now I'm right-clicking in the page header and pasting, and now I can move it over. Okay. It is awkward. You can tell, even for me, I get off to false starts and have problems myself, even though I've been doing this for a long time. So just try to be patient, and again, if it's awkward and you're trying to move things, you have two techniques to fall back on. Your Arrange tab, Remove Layout, that'll help free up the controls, and then also if you can't drag and drop between sections, sometimes it lets you, sometimes it doesn't. In the case where it won't, cut that control, cut it by right-clicking it, and then you can paste it into the new section. Okay, so we'll leave it there for this video, the page header, and then in the next video we'll move on to the group header.